That's right, your favourite pussy, right here. Well, very talkative today, and every fucking day. So, can't remember the name of the plane we just picked, but it's a good one. It's 150 knots, but full view out of all the windows, so you should have a very nice time looking all around. 150 knots max airspeed, I think, or cruise speed it is. So it's not too slow, but not too fast. We do have a long way to go. If we were just rushing through the journey, I think it said 23 minutes. But I imagine it might be a little longer, because we want to have a good look around Cairo and the pyramids. Everything is live weather, real time, as always. It's part of my journey around the world from where I actually live. We've made it all the way to Cairo from Brighton, United Kingdom, doing live time and all that. Me and my co-pilot here. I think I'm learning how to fly planes better. I had no idea how to do it when I first started, but honestly, I also think he probably does most of the work. Alright. Yeah. Let's go. I think we're ready to go. It's just loading in. Fucking taking its sweet time. Okay, we're all set up. We're going from Cairo International to someplace down by the end of the pyramids. We're in the extra 330 LT. We've set up a rough route, but we won't necessarily be following it, and we won't be using air traffic control or anything today, because we just want to look around and watch some pyramids. Look at some pyramids, find rough route. But we got our guidance system, not that we really need it for this one. Fuck. Okay, that's not perfect. Oh, god damn it. We throttled up too fast and slowed down the game a bit. That's embarrassing. Alright. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a good pilot. And I've got a cat licking its asshole on me. It's, you know, it's distracting. Well, you were licking your asshole though. Just forget that happened, alright? I mean, it's part of the stream and it's going on the YouTube video and I'm not getting rid of it, so there's evidence there that it happened. But can we all just agree to forget that actually happened and let's just try this again? Don't need air traffic control. I mean, maybe we do. Maybe they could tell us how to fly the fucking plane and not crash straight away. Alright, let's just not throttle up all the way to begin with. Fuck, this plane is a bit wobbly. Maybe I should turn auto rider on, because the controller triggers for the rider don't seem to be working so well right now. I have ordered a flight stick which will be better, but that won't come today, so I think I should just I don't like playing with any assists now that I think I've learned to do it without, mostly, but all evidence to the contrary. I think I should turn auto rudder on for the fucking runway at least. Because this plane just tips over very easily. Well, hopefully we'll land it as well when we get there. Fucking hell, I didn't expect that. Okay. Assistance. They're piloting. Takeoff auto rudder on. There we go. It's only for takeoff. I'm okay with that. Let's try again. Third time's the charm. Are we good? We released the parking brake? I think so. No. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, that's better. We were leaning to the left without the auto rudder, so we had to manually adjust a bit more. We still have to do it, but not quite as much. Fucking Jesus Christ, this aircraft is just a piece of shit, really, isn't it? Fuck this. Fucking I'm doing it. I'm just keeping with the aircraft. What the fuck, though? Maybe I should rotate up as soon as it starts to do that. But why? Why does it do that? I thought I could fly planes by now. I've been playing this game for a fucking week. I mean, I know it's not that simple. You can't just play for a week and then you're a pilot, but like, come on. I haven't been crashing much. I suppose I haven't flown a little plane like this. I've been flying maybe medium-sized planes, but not really. I mean, not for a while, as in like a couple of days. Fucking, let's go. I think I just need to rotate and take off earlier. Let's actually aim a bit right, since we seem to be naturally steering to the left. The throttle is not on all the way, but we got a decent RPM and it is still building. Throttle all the way up now. And we are in the air, at least, kind of. Fucking okay. Okay, now I think we should be okay. That fucking, it's a rough takeoff in this plane. What the fuck is up with that? I don't think I've flown this one before.
57, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
It's fine. Maybe I should have picked something a bit slower, a bit easier to. But maybe I shouldn't throttle up all the way. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Anyway, let's forget those 3 crashes ever happened, and let's go explore Cairo.
Remus 57, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Okay.
Cairo Tower, Remus 57, frequency
Do we have
change.
Oh, we don't have another comm. I could just find the comms and turn them off, but fuck that. Okay, so we got the map there to help us quite a lot, but you won't be needing it. Normally for the tours I like to fly quite low, which we will be doing. We'll be flying quite slow and quite low whilst we're exploring, but then we got a long way to go across the Nile to visit all the pyramids. There's like fucking 7 of them or something. No, there's a bunch. I've marked the main ones. They're grouped together, so I've marked them on our course, which we're not even following. Is it that one? No. Heading? No, I don't want heading there. Oh, fuck it. We still got it there. It's just a white line instead of a magenta one. But if we look out our window, behind us there's Cairo International, where we landed last time, coming all the way from Syros in Greece. And now we are flying up above Cairo. Of course, there is another airport right here, because you can never have too many airports grouped close together, apparently. But whatever. Let's fly directly east so we can explore Cairo a little bit before we go head down the Nile. And I promise I'll try my best not to crash again. Fucking hell. Scale it a little bit. He says tipping over way too. Let's see if let's just adjust the trim there. We're in line with the horizon. We're not losing altitude too fast. Maintain about 100 airspeed, maybe. But yeah, that might be something of interest in the distance over there that we will get to eventually. But let's go all the way around. Let's definitely visit that mosque as well. I think that's the mosque. And then Cairo Tower on the way. We'll do a little look-see around just before heading towards the mosque, and then Cairo Tower, and then the pyramids very shortly. So I think we've actually been like roughly all the cities we've been visiting have been getting bigger and bigger. I mean, Rome has a lot of countryside around it, and while it is a big city, it's spread out a bit. Athens is bigger than Rome, it looks like, roughly, or at least dense, like at least got more buildings in it. And then Cairo seems to be slightly bigger than Athens, I think. Just from like a quick visual inspection. I could completely be wrong, of course. But flying to downtown now. Of course, I've never been to this place and I have no idea how accurate this is, but it was pretty accurate around my hometown, so yeah. I'm now really nervous about landing this aircraft, by the way. I don't, because fucking it just rolled whilst we were on the fucking runway. I didn't even touch anything, and anything I did was to try and correct it. I think maybe I should turn the sensitivity down on my controller, but maybe not. Okay, so I think this might be the Nile right here, so we could follow this all the way down. Yeah, as you can see, it comes in from the sea over there, and this will lead us actually pretty much all the way where we need to go. I think most of the interesting stuff will be on the right, but for now in the sea, because the mosque is over there, we will fly on the right side so we can look left, and then maybe when it turns we will change it up a bit. So it's a good thing to note, if you are ever going to try and fly one of these, although it's a single man one, be careful for the roll on the runway, because that might just tip you over and kill you straight away. It did seem to help a bit this time when I didn't throttle up all the way, which normally you do throttle up most of the way for takeoff. But I guess this is a very light aircraft. I think that's probably supposed to be a park, but it looks like a fucking war zone. Just want to get a bit higher so we don't crash into these buildings. Up there is the mosque that we want to go visit first of all, and then we're just a short journey away from the museum and all the stuff in Cairo Center. They're maintaining an altitude of 580, which is definitely too low, but you know, it's fine. We'll go up to 700 maybe. Just because it seems like some of this stuff is slightly higher where we're going. And while we do want to get a good view, and you might want me to crash more, I don't. Then if we do crash, I have to start all over again. Fucking embarrassing start, man. Might put an annotation on the YouTube video saying, just skip to this time. Don't bother with watching me crash this fucking plane several times. That's the Nile over there. I think that was like an offshoot of it that we were following before. And that joins in proper there because it should be. That's pretty big. Yeah, you can see it on the map. We were following a little dinky inlet to the Nile. So we're gonna let's fly to the left of the mosque, and then we can look out our right window. That's starboard if you're a Navy man. You can remember that because, well, the way I remember that is the left is port because there's never any port left because everyone on the plane is fucking alcoholic and they drunk it all. So the right is starboard. That's on that hill over there. That looks like some cool shit. Let's go check that out first. Do a quick flyby of that. Good look at closer to the center. Pretty much all the buildings here for a long way out are pretty big. I know that they probably don't have, you know, generic building number 7, generic tower block number 7 all over this place or whatever. The buildings probably look a bit different, but they're relatively accurate. Like, you know, it's still pretty good. Just two buildings on the hill, they're not anything extra cool. I mean, two buildings on the hill, let's not discount it. This is up on the hill. I mean, I don't know what kind of buildings would go up here. Maybe the industrial area, but maybe not. It's kind of populated. You get good view. Maybe some kind of suburb. Anyway, let's go see the mosque. Put my water over there so when I reach for it I can still pay attention. And a bit further this way, just so when we do a nice little pass we can get a good view there. There we go, that's what we want. Pretty good detail right there. It's a good fucking big old mosque. Praise Allah. And of course, it's very helpfully pointed out that we're in Cairo, but kind of knew that already. I mean, I took off from Cairo International the Egyptian Museum. That's where all the stuff that us British didn't steal is. We've got a good chunk of it, I think, though. Because, you know, that's our culture. We go over and we take other people's shit. Alright? Colonialism. I don't really... I'm glad we don't do that mostly. We probably do. But I just want to say that I don't support that, but it's kind of already happened, so I don't know. It's awkward. Do we give everything back? I might be British, but I'm not in charge of that shit. Kind of glad, because I wouldn't know what to do, really. I would be like, I don't know. It's here now. We reap some benefits from it, but is it ours? I mean, it's not theirs either. Technically, all of it is pretty much grave robbing. I get, like, how you might think it's more the Egyptians, since it is from ancient Egypt. And you might be right. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. But it is all grave robbing. You have just, like, robbed some pharaohs. That's what's happened. Like, some dead people. You've gone into their graves and taken their shit. But then again, while it's grave robbing, they were cunts, really. They just had fuckloads of slaves. So, really, I think the thing I'm trying to say is everyone's a fucking arsehole here. Let's just adjust the camera a bit. Is that... No, that's too much glare. Go back down again. Where's the pyramid? All the way over there. Okay. So we will just have a quick look at this. Pretty big. I nearly brought the icon, because you can do water landings. I've done a few of them. I landed in harder rivers than this, though. I landed in the river around the Eiffel Tower. So I didn't want to bother. Plus, this plane's got a little bit of speed, so it should be able to get us all the way where we need to go over there. Going quite a long way. There's a bunch of fucking pyramids. It's like, yeah, there's 3 here. You can see 3 over there in the distance, and there's at least 2 more, I think. I can't see the Sphinx yet, but I think that is over here as well. So yeah, I think they're right next to this little bit of this little other inlet. And this is Cairo, Egypt. And by Cairo, this is modern Egypt, and this on this side, ancient Egypt. Sphinx, of course, dwarfed by the, quite frankly, massive pyramids. Like, they are, you know, half the size of those skyscrapers, but way cool. We should just build more pyramids, less skyscrapers, I say. Of course, using ancient aliens technology, we know that these pyramids power all of this city, and all of Egypt as well. Let's do a couple of loops around there, maybe try and fly right in the middle. we just go offline for a bit? Fucking hell. Oh yeah, I was gonna... Are we back yet? I don't know. Anyway, flying around the Cairo and the pyramids, I decided to record this as well, because I mean, look at it. It's pretty good. This is the ancient old town. And the stream kind of isn't working great right now, it's just cut off. But I think we're back again. So I'm recording as well. Maybe upload that later. But these are the pyramids. We've done the center of Cairo. We will loop back around here. We're going to go down all the pyramids whilst flying down the Nile. Flying where the river is flowing. And then we will be landing, at which point we'll get prepared for another long flight somewhere else. Looks like we're all back up and running. Maybe? Yeah. Grand Pyramid of Giza. Alright, Giza, what have you been doing today? Oh, you know, mate, just building pyramids, mate. Oh, cool. That's how all the Gizas that built the pyramids talked. That's why it's called the Grand Pyramid of Giza. That, of course, is their first little aerial on top, so they could receive satellite cable. True story. Pyramids built that way so they got great signal for watching TV and shit. Let's fly over to that one, all the way over there. We'll rejoin in with the inlet to the Nile, or a inlet. Oh, maybe we'll just follow this motorway for a bit. Rivers on our left, roads on our right. Flying way too low. Recording doesn't seem to be fucking with the stream quality, so maybe I should record the actual tours as well, upload them slightly separately, and they will be in much higher definition. That sounds like a good idea. But I don't want to edit shit, but I think I should, because it'll make better videos. Oh, shut up and get on with the tour. Of course, they import all their grass, pretty much. Well, they probably did to start off with. Actually, that's probably true. I mean, everything I say is 100% true. Yeah. Anything cool over there? Anything we should check out? Nah. You can see from a satellite imagery and space how much the Nile actually affects this massive desert that they're in, and why the pyramids were built here, because it is literally quite a lot of green around here, as you can see. I mean, a fair amount. And then, you know, what's that? 4 miles off the river to the right, further to the left, although there's other bits of the river, they all join together. Desert for fucking ever, pretty much. Egypt is somewhere, or ancient Egypt, Cairo, where the pyramids are. It is so ancient. It's pretty close to where humans probably originated from, because we did all come from Africa, and this is of course North Africa. And it is the beginning, or just slightly lower than the beginning of the Fertile Crescent, which is where round about the perfect area just north of the equator, all along Europe, all the way to China and Japan, where there is a lot of space, land at the right temperature and climate and everything for the beginnings of farming crops. So Egypt, one of the oldest civilizations ever, or ancient Egypt, is one of the first major cities and major places of that. And it makes sense, being pretty fertile land around here. Let's go get a closer look at the pyramid. The Pyramid of Djoser. Is the D silent, or is the J silent? The J. The J. I don't know. The pyramids of this shape are older, I believe. I am kind of pulling this information out my arse. It is. I watched some documentary on the pyramids a while ago. You know, it's not complete bullshit. You can tell when I'm completely bullshitting because I say ridiculous stuff, right? But yeah, I think this one's one of the oldest. Maybe it's the Red Pyramid, but the smaller ones that size are oldest, because the pharaohs were always trying to top themselves, not top themselves, but top themselves, as in, oh, I'm gonna have a bigger pyramid than that pharaoh, because I'm, even though it's the reincarnated version of him or her, I'm better, so you know, got to get more slaves to build more pyramids. Also, of course, they worship cats. They probably took a lot of inspiration from cats, because I feel like we're, in our own ways, all slaves to cats. If you've got a cat, you know, I mean, my co-pilot's jumped ship and is sleeping on my bed right now. But, you know, not before he peed on the fucking stairs. Actually, no, that was yesterday. I think he did wake me up at 7:30 to feed him, though. Feed him and try and get him to go outside and pee. Brought the litter train so he could do it inside, but I wanted to pee outside. Just, you know, I've had 4 cats in my life. He's the only one that's really had trouble peeing outside. Of course, there's the Red Pyramid over there. I would say that's more of a clay kind of. I mean, clay's kind of reddish, but it's more like light orange, light brown, orangey brown. It's not like red. That bit of paint there is more red. It's quite dark though. It's a pretty good pyramid. I would rate that 6.8 out of 10 on the scale of pyramids. No antenna on top, so you cannot. It does not have cable. That does actually knock it down a few points for me. I'll be honest with you there. Famously, of course, on the pyramids over there, what we saw close to the center with the Great Pyramid of Giza, just across the road from there on this side, on the Christian side, the habitable side, there is a KFC, there is McDonald's, there is like all kinds of modern shit, and then behind it they kept the view fucking clear, so it's mostly desert. Pretty good detail though. Pretty good detail. That pyramid's just as good as the other ones, just because he's Ben. Don't make fun of him. He's a bit run down maybe, but it's cool. I like him. And we got a while to go before we get to the other pyramids, but they are all along this way down here. Can't even see them yet. So let's speed up to roundabout. Hopefully not overspeed. We'll get to 1,000 feet as well, roughly. Don't go too high. We want to maintain a decent view. Slow down now because we want to go over 150. We'll speed up to 150. As we go down the river. And of course you got good agriculture, yeah. One of the first civilizations to manage agriculture out of the massive Nile. We probably want to keep the river on our left and the desert on our right, because I'm fairly sure all the pyramids will be on this side. They were when I planned out the route. They were when I looked earlier in maps. So if we just go along in between here, we can see where they've diverted the river to make agriculture actually have grass and plants in this desert. I wonder if there's crocodiles. There is animals in this game, and there is crocodiles, I think, in Egypt around here, IRL. So maybe, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to go hunting crocodiles. They're stealthy as fuck anyway in real life when you're around them, so I don't think they'll be easy to spot from the plane at maybe 800 feet up. But I don't want to risk crashing in this thing again. Let's just head down river. We got our planned route slightly over there to our right. So let's try and keep that just slightly in the map view so we don't lose track too much, because it should be guiding us towards the next pyramids. But of course we don't want to fly directly over them, we want them to our right, and then we fly directly over them. Still embarrassed by the fact that I crashed 3 times whilst trying to take off in this plane. I have only been playing this game a week, well, simulator a week, guys. Like, cut me some slack. But also, it just fucking rolled, mate. It rolled on the ground. That's not what the plane's supposed to do. Come on. I think it's got a relatively powerful engine for such a tiny, dinky little thing. And I think we just weren't paying attention to, or we didn't know what speed we were supposed to start ascending at, rolling as they call it, or rotating as they call it, when you're in a plane and you start going up, which I don't think is rotating. Rotating is that for me. That's rolling, but they rotate upwards for takeoff. That's the nomenclature. That is the term. I do like the desert, which is good because we'll be flying over it a lot during our world tour. I think we'll go up to Mecca soon. See Israel, see around there, then towards Syria, and then head towards Saudi Arabia and see Dubai and stuff. And from Dubai we might get in a massive fucking airliner, maybe a Boeing 747, whatever, and try and get all the way to Taj Mahal around there, and then travel down from India. I don't know. These are just my rough thoughts on the next leg of my world tour. Coming to a place near you Monday. Although pretty much all of the people who watch this are from the UK, so it's more like getting as far away from you as possible. I don't know. If I keep this up, maybe more people watch. What's happening there? The stream's pretty stable now, so I'm gonna stop the recording. Maybe I'll record a bit more when we get to the next set of pyramids. But I think it does slow down this stream, make it skip some frames if I'm recording at the same time. Ah, there is our next pyramid, it looks like. Good. You know, I really do feel like I'm flying a fucking sewing machine, but a sewing machine with a pretty fast engine, to be fair, for its size. It just kind of feels like something, like even the square, like it looks like it's made out. It feels like it's made out of tin. Like it's the janky square bits around the edge. The fact that it's quite jerky sometimes. I don't trust like that. I don't know if I like this aircraft. It's got a good view, sure, but it fucked us over when we were trying to take off a few times. Coming up to the medium pyramid, you know. We can't handle a large one, which is fair enough. Maybe we've had a big lunch. But, you know, feel it. You don't want to be left feeling empty with your pyramid quota. And you just go for one of the medium pyramids over there. You know, if you don't want a big geezer, like the Pyramid of Giza. But you don't want to just like have a little sphinx. You still want a good sized pyramid, you know. Last you till evening. but you won't be feeling. Just go for a medium. Just have a medium pyramid, man. It's just not too big, not too small. Goldilocks pyramid. Me personally, I would go for the Giza, Great Pyramid of Giza, big one. Also got the got the weird aerial thing at the top, so you can watch all your best TV shows. Google Fiber. I think they installed Google Fiber. First Google Fiber. That's what it was. Actually, Google Fiber, as we all know, is actually from ancient Egypt. It's alien technology. I don't have it. That's why the stream's not in HD. But maybe if I was streaming from the Great Pyramid of Giza, it would be. Just a nice medium-sized pyramid there. Good. Although I would say, fucking far away from all its brothers and sisters. What's up with that? Middle child always gets left out, I guess. That's a shame. I've got one brother, so no middle children. There was gonna be one, but that was a miscarriage, so I guess he got pretty left out, didn't he? Anyway, dark humour aside, let's carry on here. Don't worry about that. If I'll be highlighted on Twitch or if I'm too controversial from everything I say. I'm not trying to be, that's just generally my stream of consciousness, which I feel like I've got to talk to entertain in case one person watches. So I will just be saying everything that comes into my head, and shit like that comes into my head. Plus, I don't think we should, I think, on a more serious note, we shouldn't hide away from the dark things. We should shine a light on them. Like, miscarriages do happen, and when it does happen, people shouldn't feel like it's their fault. They should know it's actually relatively pretty normal. It just always sucks. Except if that child was going to be a dickhead. So, you know, maybe not. But yeah. Can be hard to talk about. Joking about it can probably make people feel sensitive, but not doing that also runs the risk of, when it happens, people feeling more isolated. So, you know, don't be a pussy, laugh at dead babies. It's the morally good thing to do. Bit of a janky stream today. I'm losing a lot of frames, probably because I was recording as well, but I stopped that. I don't know. It's mostly fine, right? Only 16% due to encoding lag. Yeah, that's probably from the... I mean, you don't give a shit about that, do you? One person watching. You're just like, showing fucking pyramids. Stop going on about dead babies and stuff. How the fuck did a medium pyramid bring that on? I don't know. I don't know, mate. Listen, I just fly the plane, mate. I don't make the rules. I don't make this conversation. I'm talking to myself here, so fucking deal with it. Oh, I think that's actually the airport we want to go in. So it's we've been going for 50 minutes already. How long did a dead baby joke? That's a good timer. I reckon I lasted at least 40 minutes. I should probably see what runway they got, see where I should land. We'll be coming to land soon, so no more pyramids. We're done with the pyramids. Everything's cool. Tune into the tower. Request full stop landing. Give me
Tower Remus 575 miles northeast to land. Remus 57 Tower. Fly left traffic runway 1.
Runway 1.
Altimeter 29er, depth 71, wind 1 tree at 14.
Fly left. Oh yeah, I see it coming up. I think that must be one. No, that's not runway 1. 1 would be 10, right? Would it be 100? No, it'll be 10. 10 degrees, so I'll do a loop here and
Remus 57, did you hear my last transmission?
oh yeah, I heard it. Sure.
Fly left downwind Remus 57.
Okay, so they want us to land going facing this way, so we gotta go past the airport first. Cool. Or what we could do is land where we want. We're not doing a proper flight, we're doing a quick tour around. I don't have to obey the laws that they set. Fuck air traffic control. I'm my own man. I'm my own man. I don't need to listen to some man on the radio telling me which runway to go. Fuck safety procedures. When we do the big flights, I am more serious and I like to pay attention to them, especially when they guide us. But I feel like I was speaking like a child when I was saying that. Anyway, whatever. Let's just land here. At runway 23, or 2-3, as they always say. They always say tree instead of 3. I think it's because it's supposed to be clearer. But we got a good coming to land. Let's just hope we don't fucking roll out of control. And then once we landed, either way, they'll be like, "Oh, you didn't land on the runway. I told you, maybe." But once we landed, we can drive slowly over to park somewhere. Of course, we actually got plenty of runway to go, so we don't have to touch down where they tell us to. I mean, we should normally, but you know, but that's for safe. We don't give a shit about safety. On our 6th actual touchdown, we actually touched down. Definitely don't brake too fast in these planes. I've learned my lesson there. Trust me.
Remus 57, acknowledge last
Yeah, I'm trying to land this plane, and I'm also just speeding towards where the parking space is probably going to be. At probably way too fast an altitude. So yeah. Okay, now I'll acknowledge.
127.1 Remus 57.
Where do I park this thing?
Ground
Guys?
Remus 57 taxi to parking. Remus 57 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha.
Cool, cool. Where's that? Over here. I can drive over there. So we didn't crash the landing. I mean, we crashed the takeoff 3 times. But that basically concludes our tour of Cairo and the pyramids. Hour long.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Pretty good. I like that they say my name. That's the only reason I leave them on.
Using taxiway Alpha Remus 57.
For these tours. But I also, they do guide you when you need it, when you're going on the longer flights, that you can't just do VFR for. VFR is visual flight recognition, just basically just looking where you're going instead of using your instruments and stuff. But that concludes our tour of Cairo, and I think I'll just delete the videos I recorded. Maybe we've been averaging over 20 FPS, I think. That's fine. Does it on a plane? No name. Feels good to be in the desert. They can't remember your name, 'cause you haven't typed it into the cool sign when you selected your plane. Although I did this time, but let's talk this plane. Oop, gaining too much speed. That's supposed to be going on at like 15 knots when taxiing. If I crash now, it doesn't count, right? I think we're good. I think we can park. Right. Let's just slow down a bit here. Yeah, now we're good. We're supposed to go. Oh, okay, there is a guy out there, but I can't see him. He's like standing with his things. Oh, perfect. There we go. There we go. Let's just look around. What does that do? Is that the shut off? I started on a wrong runway, which is kind of cheating, but you know, whatever. Cool, whatever. Where do I shut off this plane? Let's turn the propeller off. And that's basically shutting it off. Kind of. I'll slow down now. Oh, there we go. Keys, just like a car. Off. And turn battery off. Is that going to bring up an end screen? Yes. There's our tour, ladies and gentlemen. Please ignore and completely forget about the crashes and the dead baby jokes. Thank you.